Hey! So I'm going to be talking about ML1 Pro Modern by Chapman guitars. So I ordered this guitar a while back from Riff City Guitar. I've had it a couple months maybe. So I've had it long enough to just play it and set it in a corner and stare at it a while, take it to dinner. I've had it long enough to figure out what I like and what I don't like about it. And really there's just not a whole lot not to like about it. So a little bit about Chapman guitars. They've been around a pretty good while, but this past year, 2017, they came out with a new range of Chapmans that they've been working on. One was the Chapman Standard range, and the other was the Chapman Pro range. This is from the Pro range. This is a ML1 Pro Modern. They're freaking great. So they're made in Korea, the Pro range is. The Standard range is Indonesia, and they're a little bit more affordable made. The Standard range is bolo neck, maple veneer instead of a cap. A little bit more affordable parts, but they're still really good guitars, and I'd recommend checking them out if you're looking for something maybe not as expensive as like $1,000 or something, maybe more along $400 to $600 mark, probably. But the Pro range, made in Korea, is just a great quality made, higher end parts and electronics and everything. So I'm gonna talk about the specs. I guess I'm just gonna go from top to bottom, literally. The neck is, it's a maple neck, but it's got this ebony veneer that just kinda, I think it's ebony, pretty sure it's ebony. It just kinda makes it blend in a lot better than if it was just plain. Best tuners I've ever seen on any guitar. Hip shot, grip lock, open gear. It's got a angled headstock. I'm not sure exactly what the degree angle wise is, but it's angled, and so you're not gonna have to have any string trees or anything like that to keep the strings from singing while you're actually playing. It has a volute to keep it, you know. I'm sure you've heard about Gibsons having like the problem with the headstocks breaking. And it's really not a big problem for Gibsons. It's just when it breaks, that's the most common spot that it'll break, just because the angle's there and that's going to be the weakest point. So the volute is the little bump right here, what they call a volute, is just to kind of reinforce that angle to keep it from, if you just tap, if something happens and it just smacks the floor, probably won't break because of that reinforcement. There's a Graphtec XL nut, which is like the best alternative to bone you can find. It's probably just as good as. Gibson uses it, and a lot of other companies use the Graphtec nuts. Ebony fingerboard. Trying to think of what the radius is on it. I think it's measured in millimeters. So yeah, the fretboard on the website is measured in millimeters, since it's, you know, it's an English company, British company. But it's 350 millimeter radius, which is around 14 inches radius. 13.78, so yeah, right at 14 inches, which is kind of Les Paul-ish like. Give you something to compare it to, it's like kind of like a Les Paul. Les Pauls are typically 12. Freaking ladybugs, man. Les Pauls are typically 12 and 14-inch radius fretboards. So one of my favorite features about this guitar is the stainless steel frets. One of the best things about the feel of this guitar they'll never wear and they'll just stay perfect for years, and it's just one of my favorite things as far as feel goes about this guitar. They're extra jumbo frets, which is like really big and, you know, really wide and high flying. 3-piece maple neck. It's a neck through, so the neck goes all the way through the body. It don't have a heel, which is another good thing about it being neck through. It's just so easy to get up to the highest fret on here. 24 frets, by the way, so you can reach the second octave. String through, if you didn't see that before. So the wings right here are mahogany with the maple neck. Maple cap, flamed maple cap, not a veneer. This is really thick flamed maple. If I can give you a shot right there. See how thick that is? A carved top, you can see. It's got these, what they call spoon cuts. It don't really do anything for the playing. It's just aesthetic kind of thing. It just makes it look really nice. The guitar has reveal binding, which is like where how thick the cap is what they taped off on the guitar. Then they stain the body and the top and everything. And this stays its natural color. It looks really nice. One of the really cool things on this guitar is the glow in the dark side dots. I'll throw in a clip of me showing off the glow in the dark part. Moving on, I guess, to the electronics. The pickups are Chapman pickups. They're Chapman, what are they called? They're Chapman sonorous humbuckers. These are some of the best pickups I've ever heard. They sound really good with high gain, and they sound really good with clean too. They're just really versatile, really good versatile pickups. Really saturated sounding when you have high gain on, and they work really good for clean too, especially on some of the in-between switches. I'll go through that in a second. One volume and one tone. Really smooth, really solid. Don't feel cheap at all. It feels really high-end. It's a Chapman bridge. They was going to put like a hip shot bridge on it and just regular hip shot tuners, but they figured since they already made something almost exactly the same, not exactly, but pretty close to the same thing, they just went ahead and put their own bridge on there. One thing that I check for a lot of the times when I'm playing a guitar is if the pickups move, you know, if they kind of wiggle around. And these are just really solid in there. These are like, they're not gonna move. You know, they're not gonna wiggle around or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the pickup switching, which is a really unique thing. So all the way down, first position, you got the bridge pickup. The middle is both, and all the way up, the fifth position is neck pickup. But like I said, it's a 5-way switch. They call it a 5-way super switch. So what that does is on positions 2 and 4, it splits one coil and leaves the other one in full humbucker. So position 2 is a full bridge humbucker and it splits the neck, and position 4 is a full neck humbucker and it splits the bridge, and you can get some really cool single coil sounds out of it even though there's still a full humbucker on, and I really like it. That's what, when I'm playing clean, that's usually what I use, is the 2 and 4 positions. In the case, it comes with a hard shell case, by the way, really nice hard shell case. I'll get a shot of that in a It comes with Chapman strap locks, which are really good. Input jack right here, if you was wondering. I don't know. I'm strung with the Dario NYXL, or like a $10 or $15 pack string, something like that. Just shows how much they really care about putting quality into the things they make, down to the littlest detail. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And if you didn't, give me a thumbs down. I don't know, give me a comment, tell me some things that I could do different that make the video a little bit better. Either way, I appreciate you watching, and bye.